What is going on, guys? Jared here from the Figure Bros. Today, we're taking a look at, what's that? Yep, you see that Bandai Tamashii Nations logo, and we are never ever going to live down the SH Figure Arts Dick Rider accusations. Let's be honest. I mean, we're gonna keep buying them even if they suck. But that's besides the point. Really, this is the first entry in the SH Figure Arts, well, actually SH Monster Arts line on the channel. This is the 1989 exclusive edition of Godzilla. I've really wanted to look at some of these for a while. SH Monster Arts is not cheap, but to their credit, they make pretty good figures. They look really good. They generally function quite well. But I don't know. The only way to find out if this is going to be worth the price is if we get them out of the box and take a closer look. Alright guys, so here we have Godzilla out of the box. As usual, let's start with the articulation. So the head is, I believe it's on 3 ball joints. You can see the segments here. So it can rotate about that far, lean about that far. You actually get a pretty decent amount of lean. He's not really going to be able to look up. But who the hell is he going to look up on? Really the important part is the downward movement. And he looks down quite a bit. So that's very good. He does, of course, have an articulated jaw. Looks pretty good. I'd probably close a little more, but that's not too bad. Shoulders go out all the way to the side. He does have what amounts to be a double... Blah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, this one pops out. I think it's just mine. He does have what amounts to be a bicep swivel here. A double jointed elbow to get you a little bit better than 90 degrees. He does have a ball joint for the hand. It's a little limited here. But, I don't know. I'm not seeing Godzilla, like, hold a sword or get a gun out or anything, to be fair. So, as we can see here, he does have a double ball peg. Pops right in there. One thing I do like about Monster Arts is how easily you can take them apart, and they don't really break. So you do get a little bit of side to side, not a ton of movement in the torso. Legs, you can actually spread them all right, not too bad. There is these floating disc pieces here, which I think are really ugly because when you can get them and they rest on it, it looks fine. But in a lot of poses, they just look goofy and they get in the way. And like, look at that. Come on. So when they work, they work. When they don't, God, they do not. Like, this side is working pretty decently. You do get double jointed knee. It's not really going to get you like right at 90 degrees. It's not terrible. You get a little ankle rocker, not a ton. The feet are pretty hindered here. But I think you're probably going to be utilizing more of the upper leg movement. The tail. Now, the tail is individually segmented. Starts here. There's one here, one here, one here. I think actually it's all segmented. There are a couple parts that don't really move, like here. It's mostly all segmented. There's a couple of like solid parts, like these two are combined. But you can get quite a bit of posing out of that. Move it around like that. Bend it all the way up like that. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Articulation here. It's definitely not bad. It's hard for me to judge, but I think you're going to get as many Godzilla poses as you want, and then some. So I guess you'd say it's good, right? It's not going to be able to do what a regular human figure can do, but that is a-okay. Aesthetic-wise, there's quite a bit of sculpting on here, as you can see. So many scales. There's not really a ton of paint. I don't know how necessary the paint would be here, but the sculpt really does carry it a long way. You do, of course, have painted nails. The hands have painted nails there too. They look nice. The face looks really good. I've always loved this iteration of Godzilla. Something about the face. I think it's just like the face shape and design that I love. Got a nice gloss over the eyes. Inside of the mouth you can see is well detailed as well. So that's very good. Couple rows of teeth in there, very cool. And of course the spines. Ooh, they look nice. There's a very nice iridescent paint used down here. Goes all the way down here. I do think that the fade is a little abrupt. I wish this was like a very faint, and then maybe this just had a little bit of blue. That could be screen accurate though. It still is, there is a fade there. I just wish it was a little less abrupt. But it still looks good. Detail on all the spikes looks good too. See, there's a couple different variations of dry brushing in there. Some of them are a little more gray than others. You can see the difference there in the scales. But you're probably not really going to notice that for the most part. Generally, the paint is pretty good here. Accessories. This is the only part I'm not a huge fan of. He came with nothing. Nothing. Not even a blast effect. I mean, come on. What does Godzilla do? He opens the mouth and he blasts. I mean, seriously. If I didn't have a 3D printer and couldn't print these things myself, well, I might be kind of upset. But, of course, I did have to go ahead and do that. So, I do need to get a stand for this blast effect. But here's what I have so far. That looks pretty good, right? Clear plastic, too. So I just need to get a stand and, yeah, that looked pretty good. But how hard would that have been to bring along, right? Come on. Come on, Bandai. He was $95. That is my biggest gripe here. But he did not come with a effect piece. I get that it is an event exclusive edition and the deco here is lovely. I think this is the only difference between the regular 1999 version and this one. That is nice, but still, just a little blast effect. Maybe a couple extra hands would be nice too. We didn't get any extra hands, so overall, the 1989 exclusive edition Godzilla is going to get an 8 out of 10. There's no doubt that he is a very beautiful, very accurate. He's got that presence. He's got the shelf presence. He looks great. Functions pretty well. Missing a couple things, but overall worthy of a spot on your shelf. Even if you're not a huge Godzilla collector, I think everyone needs at least one Godzilla. You know? So right now he is in stock on the Premium Bandai store. That won't last too long. So if you want him, get him while you can. As usual, this has been Jared. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, or if you disliked it, let me know down in the comments below why you disagreed, and we'll talk about it. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Ah!